I'm at Spennymoor Town with Bucks manager Paul Carden after a 1-1 draw in Vanarama National League North. Unbeaten after 2 games, Paul, so pleased with that start. Not a great performance, I gather. You didn't think it was today, but enough for a point.
Yeah, I thought we were valued for the point, to be honest. I didn't think neither keeper was overly worked. You know, in the first half they had a little spell where we've made the block. Probably as the second half pushed on, they made changes that give them a little bit more energy and a little bit more guile. We made changes where, you know, where we're young and we're trying to put, when I say young, we put bakes on, so not that young, but what I mean is, you know, their subs really give them some impetus. But like I say, neither keeper was really worked a lot. They probably had spells around our box. Devan's had opportunities where he's disappointed, where he can do better. Couple in the first half, couple in the second half. So yeah, but you know, 2 worldies, which is what it was always looking like it was going to take. And so yeah, you know, a point on the road, I've said it before, wherever you go is a good point, especially here, because these are good sides, got good players, good experience management at the level. You know, so like I say, good point on the road.
Sure. Those energy levels are important today, I mean, because it is so hot out there. Kind of got the sense that once we got beyond half time and players knew exactly, they could see the finishing line in the distance, they could almost kind of give a little bit more to trying to win the game.
Yeah, I think as well, when you've got them drinks breaks, which is a bit of common sense shown by the league to put them in, you know, you can block the game and obviously put it into quarters, so you know you're going to get a rest, and it's not going to be somewhere you're scrambling to get a drink or to catch your breath. You're going to get a minute or two's rest, which I felt was necessary today. It's red hot on the pitch, but I felt first half we were strong without being spectacular. I felt second half we come out and we were really at them. You know, and then the tide turned the other way and they came a lot at us, and we were looking to counter a little bit more. But like I said, I felt, you know, it was always going to be 2 special goals that was going to be both defences, because both teams are resilient at the back and got strong leaders in that part of the defence.
Sure. I know when Matt Carson signed for the club, I did have a quick stroll back through his Appledge and Stanley Twitter history, and he did have a record of seeming like he found the target quite regularly, and you've said that, you know, that's obviously a facet he's got to his game.
It is, yeah. I mean, his nickname by all accounts of Aki is the Wand. You know, you don't get many better placed free kicks than that. Having said that, you know, I was a little bit critical of him for, you know, his decision making, which led to their goal. But listen, again, he's another young lad. You know, if he brushes up on a couple of things, he's going to have a good future in the game, especially if he produces free kicks like that.
Sure. And just before that, he made a very, very good tackle in the box to deny them a goal-scoring opportunity.
He did. He actually fell as well. So yeah, a little bit of fortune there. But no, good lads, as I say. Tough conditions today for both teams. You know, pleased with the point.
Sure. And we've got the mowers interrupting us here, so we might just have to speak up a little bit. Great place to stop. Hello, Richard. I think the groundsman tried to steal our thunder a little bit there, Paul. Yeah, I suppose just to finish with, I mean, you brought Harry Flowers back in today, which I think we probably could have guessed that you would as soon as he was available. New face on the bench in Josh Waite as well. I know we've not spoken since he's come into the club, and just tell us a little bit about him.
Josh has been on sale for a couple of weeks, and he's shown a hunger and an endeavour that, you know, what you want as a manager and a young player. His attitude's spot on. He works, you know, no matter what you're asking him in training, he's trying his best to get there. They come with good references from Stoke, from lads I know at Stoke. And so yeah, he's come in. He's another one of the, you know, to add to the prospects that the other prospects that we've brought in, the other young lads. But when I say prospect, that's not to say they're not ready. You know, they might not be ready for 46 games at this level, but there's certainly no mugs. You know, Colby Chong out the squad today, not made the 16, and Brad Bood not made the 16. Both capable players. You know, add to Josh Dugmore, add to Lewis Baker, add to I'm missing someone out, Sam McClintock. You know, so there's 5 or 6 young lads there who've got big futures should they do it right. And that's the key thing. We'll help them as much as we can. We'll guide them as much as we can. But at the end of the day, it's what they show in terms of attitude and application, which, to be fair, they've all got it. So good things, good signs. You know, good for the club that these young lads are coming in and want to impress. And yeah, so you know, we've got good leaders, good experience to guide them as well, and hopefully over the course of the season they'll improve, they'll get better, and they'll become more accustomed to coming to places like this and perform.
Sure. Quick message. I had an overnight stay last night, an opportunity for the group to sort of just get to know one another a bit more and bond, and I imagine, you know, it was all done within reasonable bounds, bearing in mind that there's a game today, probably some singing, I would have
thought.
There
was a few songs going on. Some I wouldn't pay to listen to again. Some of them surprised me. Bliss looked like he'd performed all his life on a stage. Prince pulled one out the back. But there was a few who came up trumps, to be fair. So yeah, we might have to get them doing it again in front of the fans sometime.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Bliss coming to you to ask to be relieved so he can go away and perform on the X Factor or something like that. Yeah. Just a quick one as well. Kettering on Tuesday night. I guess a little bit back more into that cycle of games a bit more regularly, and never an easy place to go.
No, never is. Change of manager, big turnover of players. We've had them watch today. Obviously a tough place to go. So yeah, so we'll do what we always do. We'll plan. The lads are recovering from now for that game, getting prepared for that game. So yeah, we just got to see how we are, because the conditions today will have took a lot out of them. We'll make changes, and yeah, we'll go at them again. And when you know, you say you'll be pleased with the point. Obviously pleased with the point. We don't come for a point, but there's times in the season when you'd always take a point away from home. Like I say, especially in places like this. Ketton's a tough place as well. They're all tough on their own. There's no easy game, but we'll go at them. We'll be going for the win again.
Sure. I imagine you stayed well hydrated on that touchline, but go and get yourself another well-deserved drink.
I'll try my best. Yeah.
Thanks very much for your time. Cheers.